Hey guys, Jacqueline Fernandez here at the Alert Center. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. Excited to have Josh Planos with the Better Business Bureau chat with us a little bit about this Giving Tuesday and some best practices that we can all learn more about. So here he is joining us, the man in the suit. Josh, thanks so much for your time again. We appreciate it, all these tips and tricks that you and Jesse let us know about every Tuesday. So today happens to be Giving Tuesday, so let's start with that.
Yeah, good to see you, Jacqueline.
You too.
Giving Tuesday, great opportunity. There's so many nonprofits out there, so many organizations out there that are deserving of your time and consideration. A great majority of the philanthropy that occurs in and around the country occurs in the last 2 months of the year, and Giving Tuesday is a big part of that. But you want to make sure that, again, you're working through organizations that are deserving of that time and consideration, and maybe not organizations that were created in the last week or so. It's not to say that those who were created in November might not be the suitable options, but you really don't have that proven track record that you would hope for before you provide any sort of financial donation to that organization. We have an entire website. It's give.org, where you can evaluate a lot of those organizations against our 20 standards for charitable accountability. So it's a really good place to start to get a well-rounded picture of what that organization stands for and maybe why they're deserving of time and consideration.
Yeah, so as you're checking off that list, as we see right now, you just want to double check and make sure that everything is legitimate, right? So again, use that magnifying glass and the calendar and the calculator and all of the tools at your disposal, right?
It's certainly easier said than done. I mean, we are talking about knowing the charity's exact name. A lot of charities in existence have identity problems. There are so many charities, for instance, that have cancer in their name or medical in their name, but have no connection to one another. So you want to, at bare minimum, know that that organization is what you think it is, and that the actual donation is going to the organization that you want it to. And there are many reasons why folks have charities that sound very similar. There are also many reasons why scammers create fictitious charities that sound like your American Red Cross, right? It's because there's built-in name recognition with that organization. And another thing that we would recommend you be on the lookout for is any sort of high-pressure sales tactics, whether you're getting a door-to-door solicitor or you're receiving a phone call from a telemarketer. If someone is telling you you need to give on the spot or the deal's off the table, particularly when it comes to donating, that is a red flag that that organization or that person is trying to hide the tactics or the real underlying reason why they are calling you. There is no reason why you should not have an appropriate amount of time to do your due diligence, to research, and see whether or not that organization is something you want to give to.
Yeah, that's great advice. I remember we were chatting about that, Jesse and I, with just, utilizing, unfortunately, that word cancer that really pulls on everybody's heartstrings, like you were mentioning. So, you've got to really make sure that you know where your money is going, right? I mean, it's one thing to give to a charity of your choice, but it's another thing to give to a charity that ends up not being the charity of your choice. So, best practices there, yeah.
And look out for those basics, right? Some of the if the charity has a mission, a program, its finances, those should all be very much available, and you're well within your right to ask for specifics. If somebody tells you that they are helping the homeless, for instance, you could ask how. You could ask how it's working. Do they have evidence? Do they have an annual report? All nonprofits need to produce an annual report. Where can I find information to know that you are deserving of this time and consideration? And where can I find out whether to know if you'll be able to even carry out the mission with the dollars that I provide you? It's well within your right as the donor to ask for specifics and to not provide any money until you get them.
Yeah, that totally makes sense. I love that too. Yeah, don't be afraid to ask questions, right? So you want to make sure you're doing your due diligence for sure. Well, thank you. So today is Giving Tuesday, and then you also mentioned it's Travel Tuesday. Is that right?
It is. It is. Jacqueline, there was a time where Cyber Monday was only a 24-hour thing. Black Friday, only a 24-hour thing. I don't think we live there anymore. I
I know,
think
right?
but Travel Tuesday is an opportunity to get very discounted bookings, travel opportunities that you really can't find elsewhere. But What I would caution against folks doing, again, is jumping right in without reading the specifics, right? There's a lot of fine print in the deals that will be available today. They might come with restrictions like blackout dates or non-refundable bookings, particularly if you're trying to combine this deal with another pre-existing trip. You want to make sure that these travel plans will align with one another and that there will be some flexibility should something come up and you're not able to go on that cruise or take that international flight. So again, ask questions first. You'll be so much more grateful later on, and also use your gut instinct. Right, a lot of the time you should know what the market rate is for goods and services. So if you see a flight to Australia that's $200, that's well below the average price of that. So you would tread carefully, right? With that opportunity, you would see that differently. So use your research and your gut instinct as a guide.
Wonderful. Yeah, great tips there, Josh. Well, thank you so much for joining us at the Alert Center this afternoon. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
All right, nice to see you. Have a good rest of your day. All right, guys, so if you are just joining us, we were just chatting with Josh Planos with the Better Business Bureau about Giving Tuesday, some best practices to make sure that you know your charity inside and out and that you're not getting duped or scammed in any way. Also, we briefly chatted about Travel Tuesday. So today there are some deals out there, but again, just make sure that you follow up with those deals and to make sure that they are in fact legitimate. All right, so we're gonna head outside now, taking a live look from our Blackstone camera. Senior Chief Meteorologist Rusty Lord has our Tuesday forecast update for us. So he says, today expect mostly sunny and breezy conditions out there, a high of 41, so a lot warmer than it was yesterday. So take advantage of it. You can see the sunshine kind of poking out through as we take a live look downtown. Meanwhile, we're gonna head over to our First National camera for you. A beautiful shot there. There's more of the sunshine. You can see that. Tonight, mostly clear, a low of 28. And Wednesday, let's take a look at 144th and Dodge. Traffic flowing smoothly. Not a cloud in the sky in this shot, just gorgeous. Wednesday, partly cloudy and windy, a 20% chance of evening sprinkles to flurries with a high of 42. And then this is the big one, guys. This is our Stuff the Truck event. It's happening on Thursday as we take a live look at 90th and Dodge. We've got the Salvation Army tree there on the right for you. And that's going to be mostly cloudy and cold still. So Thursday, bundle up. 20% chance of flurries, a high of 23. So we still want to have you get out there and help us with our Stuff the Truck food and toy drive. I'll head over to our website. That's where you can get the latest and greatest information on this story and several others. But yeah, we do have this big banner on our website for you. So 5 a.m. to 7 p.m. we'll be out there all day. We're collecting non-perishable food items, unwrapped toys, don't forget that, and even some, what am I trying to say? Some toiletries. So, things like toothbrush, toothpaste, that kind of thing. And we'll be at 4 Methodist drop-off locations. We're going to be promoting this, of course, all day and the remainder of the week until we hit that cold Thursday. But the good thing is you can stay in your car, so don't forget about that. Also, let me just refresh this grid for you. Here we have our Giving Tuesday story, how to support Omaha Council Bluffs organizations. So really just localizing that story that I was chatting with Josh from the Better Business Bureau. Now, in the meantime, just want to say thank you so much for joining us at the Alert Center. Be sure and stay tuned for our broadcast at 3 o'clock. And until then, enjoy this warm day, I could say, all things considered. We'll see you at 3.